Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. It's nice to have all of us here. And of course, yes, just want to briefly, having fixed our technical issue, um, well, we struggled today to fix some technical issue to get ourselves subscribed. But well, we are back online to engage with all our people. And of course, talking about what happened today, how Shure joined the protest, um, a protest that many consider very much profound to the progress of the Nigerian protest. You know, that protest, many will consider it one of the most important protests that we can have in Nigeria at the moment, right? So it is what it is. So thank you so very much for joining the. Thank you so very much for joining. All right, many will consider that protest very, very important because the protest is geared towards um, restoring or bringing about the integrity of our elections. And the integrity of our election is in question at the moment. Hence, the need for um, proper clarity. All right, we have to ensure that there's every form of clarity attached to the electoral process. All right, the electoral process is one of the most important aspects of a people's project. And the Nigerian project would not be a success if election is not sorted. But let me, before we get into the conversation proper, like fully, let me quickly do some checking and let me do some homework just to be sure that we are very much streaming across board. But I trust this platform. Let me just make sure I do the homework and see. Okay, let me use another device to confirm if we are live. Today's protest was quite profound, and it was profound because the human rights activist, and he usually called himself the political activist, Omoyele Sowore, joined the protest today, and it gave the protest a new dimension to it. All right, his presence today gave the protest a fresh dimension that many have described to a more serious perspective to the overall outlook of the protest, and we saw the impact of that. That many have described to a more serious perspective to the overall. All right, I think we are live, and I believe we are live also on YouTube and on Facebook. So thank you so much for being part of this great, conglomeration. Thank everybody for being a part of this great gathering. Right, this is a gathering of the people, a gathering where we discuss revolutionary rhetoric only. All right, revolutionary rhetoric only. Of course, that is the outlook. That wouldn't mean that we are repulsive to any other thing outside something revolutionary. Of course, we are not repulsive. It is the reason why we are more than willing to listen to others as they speak. And of course, we are about to join some discussion, and we are going to really react to discussion of others. All right, because it's important for us to listen to one another, and listening to one another will mean that we are able to really tap into what people are saying across board. All right, so
I've
yeah,
traveled
we're gonna be listening.
nationwide and I'm telling you what I have experienced personally. So I'm not coming from the context of the INEC whatsoever. I mean, because to me, I have seen that even going from what is this place called? This Benin or a road. When you get to a point, your network will disappear. What about the people around that area?
It's
Are they
all
going to see?
lies,
There are a lot of things we need to be
lies, ladies
we need
and
to
gentlemen.
be put. We don't just need to just put our heads, believe that this one is possible. I am not saying it is not possible for Nigerian to transmit voting maybe from Beavers to the INEC server. I'm not saying that it is not possible, but it is, to some community where there is no network. How are they going to do that? What do you think is going to happen when the whatsoever network they want
Very,
to
very
have there?
simple.
Maybe probably
Very
you are
simple.
thinking maybe there's going to be one that can do quick fix. Are they going to continue deploying network in every area where there is no network coverage? See, we just need to think. Think
No,
blue.
but I think they said
Blue line.
7% does not.
Okay, so prefer. I think you are
So
done
that
with
is
your submission because you are kind of reducing your point. So I'm really not
Yes,
sure why you say your submission by saying I am an IT person. Because the submission you made,
Yeah.
even an ophthalmologist would have said the same thing. You really did not say anything different. So in the remote areas you mentioned, do they have POS there? Do they have cell phones? Do they use WhatsApp? Even some people have even said it on the TL that even bandits and terrorists, they have their TikTok accounts. They upload videos on their TikTok account. They even do live. They do Instagram lives and TikTok lives. So the
But they don't do it in
areas,
Zanzibar. They don't do it in Zanzibar Forest. They probably will do it in places where they call network coverage. We can't deny the fact
no,
that there are
because of the background,
infrastructural
you can.
deficiencies in the country. That's a
Wait,
fact.
so
What
I'm
is
confident.
what is the percent? Because even the TikTok lives that they do, sometimes they do it with their victims in the background, so they are inside the forest. Afolabi, I have seen some videos. Even when they are taking videos of their loot, it's with the trees, it's in the forest. Okay? And then, too, Mr.
Before that,
IT personnel, you said network issues. And I'm happy you say you travel a lot. So, example, assuming you are going on a trip,
yeah, eat your food.
you
Sit
bought
down,
an
eat your food.
airplane, and I send you a message. Even
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
have no network service,
So
the
TV,
minute you deboard and you go to an area of where there's service and you turn on your phone, guess what is going to happen? The messages I sent to you will drop. So that's even what I thought you were going to tell us as an IT person. You can just drop.
JB, you said
And
it's after you deboard. You said
you know,
after before you land.
you
Before
know,
you land, the
I
message
even thought
has
you're going
dropped.
to say INEC. I understand you have good things electronic. As an IT person, this is the workaround. This is what you want. This is what you can do. But you giving us this pedestrian network issues and remote areas. Don't fall our hand. Other IT people are listening to you. I'm sure they'll be like,
See the one
why
question,
is preferred exposing us like this? As if we that preferred. Don't do like that. That is what other IT people are telling you. Even though you can't hear it, that is what they're saying. Okay?
Yeah,
So,
it seems as though
I'm just gonna
those
ask
that
you
will
one
regard
question.
as those that are regarded as professionals in Nigeria, their professional status is really, really under question. All right. And we do this. We tune into other people's programs to hear what Nigerians are saying because, well, by and large, many Nigerians have not figured us out yet. They have not discovered that we exist yet. So, but our audience that have discovered us that we exist and know the quality of analysis that we dish out knows very well that, well, we don't really mince words or perhaps fan the flame of uh, mediocrity or perhaps run agenda. The only agenda that we have is truth, nothing but the truth. That is only the agenda that we want to push out. And we now hear when you now listen to so-called IT professionals say that, yeah, there are some areas in Nigeria that do not have network coverage. There are some areas in Nigeria that cannot be, they don't have network. So how do you transfer result from such end? And of course, one of the speakers is already, basically debunking that because most of these remote areas in quote also they have smartphones there. They have, there many of them run POS businesses there, and POS business is run by network. And even in the worst case scenario where there's none of that, all right, there are internet subscription companies like Starlink that you can actually, contract. Just have that connectivity in all polling units. And of course, that infrastructure will be useful for subsequent and other elections. It's a one-time procurement. If you are to procure Starlink interface for every polling unit, we have done the calculation. If you are to procure Starlink interface for every polling unit, that will cost 500,000 naira thereabout for one particular polling unit. If you are to times it times the number of polling units that we have in Nigeria, about 178,000 polling units, you'll be looking towards the realms of 200 billion naira. That is just one fifth of the fraction of the amount of money that was budgeted, that was sent to the National Assembly for budget. So you still have about four parts of that budget to do other things. And one of the most important things that the people are clamoring for is the electronic transfer of result from polling units to a central database that can be viewed by everybody, including those that are inside the National Collation Center. Can we fund it? Yes. And of course, it's even a one-time something that can be stored, preserved, and used for other subsequent elections. So that is the worst case scenario. Let's even say agreed. All right, not every area, even in modern, urban areas that some of us are, we experience network outages with all of these so-called everywhere you go networks, all of these networks that are just carrying out braggadocio, that they are providing internet network. Their internet is very expensive and very, very unreliable for the most part. You can just simply choose, cherry pick among them the one that you think can serve you well. The one we are using for this live stream now, all right, over 300 gigabytes. It is not, we have not used up to 15 days. We are already gone past the halfway. And what are we doing? What have we been doing? Just live streaming and uploading videos. And the live streaming has a time cap of maximum of 7 hours. And they want to convince me that we have used over 160 gig out of 300 gig. But let's even abandon all of those things. This is a federal government project that can be funded by the federal government to achieve certain objectives. And if the objective of the Nigerian people is that we want something as close to 100% accuracy of what constitutes the decision of the Nigerian people. And that will mean electronic transmission of result from polling unit down to the national database that everybody can have access to. It's as simple as that. It's not too hard to do. And of course, you can employ ad hoc staff to make it work per every polling unit. So it's not rocket science. So that has eliminated the whole issue of connectivity. And of course, Starlink, anybody that use Starlink will tell you it is expensive. 500K is expensive. Let's face it. But it is something that is worthwhile to deliver the result that we want. Starlink is the most reliable network in Nigeria. You can basically be streaming on Starlink at the highest quality, and you would never see any buffering. You would not experience. All right, we're not even streaming at the maximum quality of the image that we should be streaming. We are not even near there, but yet there is buffering and all of these things that happens. But yet, Starlink is the most reliable, and if you can use them just for connectivity, for a one-time investment that can be used for other subsequent elections to deliver similar. Other. We are still able to pull it off one way or the other. So you're welcome, everybody. And of course, Godwin said, "Are you there?" Wow. So please, if you want to join us on in the studio here, use the link on your screen. Just type it exactly the way you see it on your browser, and you will be able to join us live and direct. All right, live and direct. So thank you so much. Thank you so very much indeed. All right, Godwin Saint has joined us one more time. Again, you're welcome, Godwin Saint. And of course, we have been talking about what happened today at the protest ground. I've been trying to bring some of the footage of the protest ground to right to the screen. Oh, it's not coming up. All right, but well, let's keep the conversation going. Godwin Saint, are you there? Greetings to you, salutations, greetings to you. How are you doing, sir? Godwin, are you there? Wow, X is not missing. Yeah, I can hear you. Please unmute your mic. Are you there, Godwin Saint? Maybe I should. Are you there, Godwin Saint? Godwin Saint? Wow. I think this is one of the reasons why people still believe that, well, the streaming live is impossible. It is very, very possible. It's very, very possible to actually stream live. To transfer result, streaming live, enter my mouth. To transfer result, and of course, we can actually get you can actually transmit electronically the result from polling it. And there are many. I've just give as a novice in IT like myself. Yeah, you're welcome, Godwin. Yeah, you're audible. Are you there? Godwin, let me mute your mic for now. Seems as though you're not ready for us. Yeah, it seems as though Godwin is not ready for us, but yeah, it's nice to have you, Godwin, join the program. Whenever you're ready, please unmute your mic. But we have been having a conversation around the current situation. All right. But well, let me tune in, and of course I like to address some technical issues on the background. But while I do that, I would basically tune into a space and will react to whatever is being. Yeah, you're welcome into the studio, Shinwa Ilara. Thank you so much.
And
I'll be
after
back
that
just 2 minutes.
It's going to be Obed, Wazanga, and Hatitude. And I'm saying this according to how I brought you guys up because I'm writing it down. So go ahead. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate you.
Apologies, you didn't call his name. My code.
No, he's spoken already.
I've spoken about. I'll just ask question later.
Yusuf.
Go ahead.
Gege,
Next
you
speaker.
there?
We're ready.
Yes, Gege, you're next.
Oh, thank you. Am I next?
Yes, you are. And apologies for the wait. Please go ahead.
No problem at all. As I said, the issue here is, yes, the Senate has played a fast one by creating a loophole in the law, but there's the letter and there's the spirit. The truth of the matter is, if we were really serious about free and fair elections, even without this amendment, we can deliver free and fair elections, because in many other parts of the world, we don't even have this electronic transmission of this BVAS system. What we have is an independent electoral body, we have an independent police force, and we have independent civil society. That's in democratic societies like the UK or US, who are able to fulfill their roles. So my main concern is, yes, it is right that transmission should be done electronically. My main concern is, like they did with the BVAS and the IREF, even if the law is changed to suit what the opposition wants, this APC government will find another way. They will then claim that, oh, the system shut down, no voting could take place, therefore we had to do manual collation and manual transmission. And then the Supreme Court will find a lacuna and justify it. So what we're witnessing here is state capture. It's not really about law per se. The state, aided by civil society, judiciary, police, has basically been captured by the APC. And the problem here is, as other speakers have said, the hypocrisy in the whole system is the fact that Amechi, Malami, and Rufai, when they had the chance to fix all this stuff, they didn't, because at the time it was favoring them. And that's the problem with our elite, our political elite as a whole. They have no interest in doing the right thing until it looks like they're falling out of favor. Because tomorrow, if Bola Tinubu leaves power and somehow ADC or another party takes over, this same APC will start making the same demands for electronic transmission, the same things they're opposing, they'll start fighting for it. So the reality of the situation is,
well, it is what
this
it
same
is.
APC will start making the same demand.
It is what it is in in our country. I'm trying to fix some technical issues. Some people are saying that they are finding it difficult to see us on X, and I'm trying to fix that. That is just the reason why I'm taking so much time. But well, it's important that we get it fixed so that people will not be stranded. We onboard everybody. Really, very important. You know, trying to fix that. That's just the reason why I'm taking so much time. But well, important that we get it fixed, that people will not be stranded. Obviously, but we are live, but I'm trying to even share. I want to really share this, and it's very very somehow that one cannot really share. Okay, let me see if I can share this. Yeah, Godwin Saint, you're welcome.
Good evening, comrades.
Yeah,
My name,
greetings to you. Big shout out to you. How are you doing,
yeah,
sir? We are a
yeah,
little
I'm
bit
cool. My
grumpy today.
yeah,
Network don't show up again. Are you there?
my net, yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah. You're horrible. Please proceed.
My network has been dealing with me all this while, so that's why I was not up some few minutes ago. Am I still audible? Huh?
Yes, you're audible. My son is crying. That's why I had to mute my mic. Yeah, you don't mute your mic, though. Please unmute your mic. Godwin, are you there? You are muted. Please unmute. Are you there? Seems as though network is a thing today. Network seems to be a challenge today, but well, we would overcome it one way or the other. Yeah, we will overcome it. Wow, this thing is not leading anybody to the X platform on X. So are we connected to Shiwan Ilara? Are you there, sir? Hmm. Now this kind of excuse now I make Nigerian politicians they talk say they don't fit transfer electronic transfer of results because there's no network in Nigeria, and they are proudly saying it. Even some of them that have served their community for for decades. Some have served in capacity of a governor, like that man called Orjiz Okalu. He has served as two-time governor. He has served as two-time senator, even as an House of Rep member, and he's still saying in my village there's no network there. That is why I'm voting against electronic transmission of results. It's crazy. These guys are shameless that they have been able to lead their people and not be able to provide as simple as internet connectivity for their people to see the rest of the world, how the rest of the world is. They want to intentionally render their people handicapped in terms of intellect for them to be able to see the world and criticize them. They don't want any form of criticism, and they don't want to give their people a chance to even see the whole world. It's crazy. Commercial. This is crazy. We are having network. Having clear connectivities in Nigeria is just by sheer chance. Just because of small rain we fall today. Small rain we fall today. Small rain we fall today. Network don't scatter. Hmm? Network are scattered, and we have not even reached the rainy season. Oh. Man, this thing is not leading to liberation charts link. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, I think this one I've been able to create a link that people can use to come into. It's crazy. Hmm. This is a battle, but at least we have been able to overcome the battle. The battle is of the Lord's. The battle is of the Lord's, and the Lord shall fight the battle. That is what many religious people would say in times like this, but it has nothing to do with the Lord. This is a human problem. This has nothing to do with God. Internet connectivity can be good, can be great, can be excellent. It is in varieties. The connection can be good, can be bad, can be excellent in terms of quality. And of course, there's a way you can measure this. But in Nigeria, it is just the most good. Excellent internet connectivity, you have to pay through your nose, eh? To be able to access Starlink internet, connectivity that is arguably the best that Nigeria can get right now. And they want to argue that it's the best that we can get all over the world. I don't think so. I think Chinese people will argue with you. Shimaida, are you back? I think you are connected back into the studio. Can you unmute and let's hear you?
Yeah,
Let's see
comrade.
if it has.
Evening.
Salute, sir. You can hear you. Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm pulling through. How are you doing
Good.
too?
Good. Yeah, we are here. We are still here. Yeah. So,
Mm, yeah, again. At least
yeah.
after the whole Wahala, where this country they show us, the shaggy bouncer with Nigeria they show us.
Boah. After the more you look, the less you see.
The less you see. You can imagine where lawmakers pass law. People are clamoring for something to say, okay, we want electronic transmission. Lawmakers say they don't pass the thing, but people are still not satisfied. They say there's still one clause. One clause still dey, we never come out. We go still fit show us shege. And of course, people are still saying they are still going to go all out tomorrow to continue the protest. It seems as though the Senate want to play a fast one on the Nigerian people. Great.
Where for those who were not paying attention to Baba Fela, for people who would pay attention, Baba Fela sang about, you will realize that this is RNG, and under RNG governance, magic you will be seeing. It's all kinds of magic. So when they said snake swallow money, monkey, took over the vote, it's all this is pointing to the fact that this is a magical experience, that we have entrusted our safe haven, our collective resource, with magic, clowns, who seek to not know that the reason for not passing the bill is due to their own failure. That's how useless these guys are. Very useless idiots. That, how do you tell a reason that you were the cause of it? I want it to be justifiable, right? So these guys are, they are showing their idiocy daily, every day. They cannot but show it anyway because still trying to maintain power without responsibility would only thrive in an environment that is not challenging it, that's not challenging the such misbehavior, such misrulers, But when people are willing to now challenge idiots like this,
I don't know if Shinwailara is still here. Oh, I think he's still here. I think network is showing us shaky today. Shaky Banza. Are you connected back? I think we lost you for some seconds. We lost you. Are you there, Shinwailara?
all right, can you hear me now? I think I'm
Hmm.
back.
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right. So that is once cannot be enough excuse and reason that is tellable by the third idiot that walked us to where we are now. Idiots that had this of ensuring that we had better net. These people cannot be telling us reasons that they were conspirators of, and that can be tellable by any reason. In fact, the only reason why we should not even take any reason from them is because at one point or the other could have resolved this. So it's madness. Yeah, it's obvious true that we just like epileptic power supply, and that is why when the presidency wanted to fix his own epileptic power supply, apart from the generator that they were already, that was already powering the Aso Rock. What else did they invest? They invest in going off grid. I was seeing one idiot on Shons Okinbaloye saying that people buying solar energy, going off grid is part of the promise of this idiotic administration in ensuring that there is power, that it didn't promise us electricity, that it promised us power. The Nigerians are taking too much from it. They are taking too much.
Imagine.
No, they don't. They don't know why not. Really, we have taken too many rubbish, too much rubbish. I'm sure that Nigerians personally will not take this rubbish individually in their individual lives. People fight every day now, fight things. You know, they fight for how he looked at me, how he spoke to me, things that has no bearing to their social, economical, and political life. People struggle, they get involvement in unnecessary arguments and start questioning the identity that is already they already are confused about. Do you know who I am? People just pick the wrong priority and pick the wrong set of reasons to flare, to go at each other. But in things that reflect our collective getting and shaping our lives, we are not willing to lose it. Is there we want to keep? We are not gentle. There's nobody that can tell me that. I was listening to a guy. I think he recorded a video and he said about over 80,000 fights. Nigerians get involved in office fight daily. I can't doubt it. Because people just get involved in rubbish. The way you looked at me, collected my boyfriend, collected my girlfriend, lack of misplaced priority, extremely misplacement. But these are contributing towards your socio-economical life, ensuring that your life becomes extremely difficult. And do something about it. These so-called violent individuals. You live in Lagos now. You know the violence that everything in Lagos is violence. The noise is violence. Noise pollution. People have to mitigate epileptic power supply, and they have to do it individually by creating multiple generators where they could have done one. People have to struggle to get transport. In fact, ensuring that you have your own car does not mean that you are out of the transportation buha, because you still have to struggle and drag roads. It's just pure madness that we could show this. The prayer points is not out of it. Madness, turning individuals into mad people, binding and casting something they have never seen, they will never see before in their lives, going their own routes. As in, it's just pure madness, pure violence going on. But here comes the idiot making our lives collectively miserable. Nigerians cannot tell me that they are peaceful. Nobody should buy that shit or that lie from them. Nigerians are not peaceful. We are not peaceful people. Us are not peaceful people. The madness with prices, with price inflation, the violence behind it, the lack of humanity that Nigerians are displaying and losing. No. Nigerians cannot tell me that they are peaceful. Such an environment that is peaceful will not allow their children to be wallowing on the street without access to education in millions. Nigerians are not peaceful. Such environment that is such promising of peace cannot allow healthcare workers to be on strike for months now, and nothing is done. and people are dying. Nigerians are not peaceful. It is see, it is the closest that we are to peace is perfection of oppression, which is sponsored by the state tools to encourage Nigerians frown at those orchestrating the problem at the state level. So state tools include the religion, especially the Abrahamic religion, is coerced, used against us to only think that we are peaceful when it gets to things that can address our collective responsibility. In fact, the suggestion with a religious institution, industries, because that's the word, but it's a fake industry because they're not offering any service. It's positive to us. So the basis of their own individualistic is that we cannot come together and do anything. That coming together to do anything is where we want to now become peaceful. Nigerians, when they only exude peace, is when they would have to come together, where multiple persons will be beneficiary of an action. That is when they say but when it comes to something that takes money directly from his own pocket, he is not peaceful. In fact, he is suddenly aware that there are things he needs to combat and compete with. And one of the places where these things are sold, because for you to find the corporate liable of the crime that they are committing against us, we must think not as individuals, but as a system. NITEL, I'm bringing it back to this conversation. There used to be a company called NITEL. Do you know how many billions of naira dollars of Nigerian money that went into NITEL? How many of the infrastructures that Nigerian resources have gone into, sold into NITEL, only to be auctioned for a penny, just so that they can collapse the system that is supposed to work for the collective.
Tinubu, Akpabio, and the rest of them will help us bring about a revolution in this country.
Yes.
For the war. That's what I'm happy about. Because they cannot.
Are you there? I think we lost you for like Are you there? Can you hear me now? Can you
Yeah, I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yes, I
Hear
can hear
me.
you. I think we lost each other for some seconds. Please proceed with your submission. Are you there? Hmm. Wow.
Yeah. So I was saying, hear me.
Hmm. We have been going on and off, on and off, on and off because of network issue. We have been going on and off, on and off. So sorry about that. So sorry. Apologies. Today's I genuinely think we have to shut things down for today. I don't think this is the sort of content we want to put out. And this has been very destabilizing. Let's shut things down today and go again tomorrow. It's 14 minutes past 9 today, 9 p.m. from my hand. So maybe perhaps we'll take one more go. And we have another form, another timeout. I'm going to shut things down. Once we have another timeout, it will be a shutdown. And once I shut it down, then be tomorrow. Tomorrow, bye bye. I'm so sorry. So sorry. This can be very, very frustrating. But let's take a listen to what Comrade Chiwore have to say.
You help us bring about a revolution in this country.
Yes.
No two ways.
To the wall.
That's what I'm happy about.
Yes.
Because they cannot escape it.
At all.
You can imagine just a simple request to transmit election results
electronically
as it is happening.
They can't do it. Real time.
You know, I'm not even personally interested in transmission. I'm interested in electronic voting, where people can vote from their houses.
Exactly.
And the results will be reflected. It's not counting. It will be reflected as you are voting.
Yes.
Because if you can send millions of naira from your phone, you should be able to vote on your phone. But I'm very sorry, these idiots, both in the National Assembly and the executive arm, they said even that is too much. Something that is obsolete in other countries.
Obsolete.
I was with other chairmen of parties, with the INEC chairman, and he told us that India has been doing electronic voting for years now.
More than 300 million registered voters in India.
Let me correct you. There are 900 million registered voters.
Imagine.
The results, the elections are conducted and nobody goes to
Real
vote.
time.
The same thing is happening in Brazil. What you are required to do after you vote is to keep a receipt of who you vote for.
Yes.
So if there's a dispute, you just send out the same way you send a receipt of somebody you have paid. Of your it's a transaction affair. And they will be telling you that there are no internet network in 9 states. But there is, listen to this.
Yes, sir.
There is no state Akpabio goes to in Nigeria that he doesn't find network to connect with his girlfriends.
Exactly.
There is no state that Adams Oshiomhole goes to that he doesn't have network to rub the feet of the Ashawus. So they have been giving you all these excuses so that Nigeria will not progress in our own time.
Yes.
But we have decided that Nigeria must progress in our own time.
Whether they like it or not. No.
And that's why I was warning the police officer who was lifting up a tear gas canister. If you shoot a tear gas here, you have started the war. Because we have told you many times we are not your enemies. Yes. But if you want to turn us to your enemies, you know what NSAS is all about.
Yes.
And if this country is good, it will be good for you too. Yes. I once came to this National Assembly to fight for policemen. 74,000 of them were promoted because of that since 2025 January and now. These policemen. So don't appeal to them anymore.
No.
We have passed that stage. But I want to thank all of you who are here. I'm aware that they are having an emergency meeting.
Yes, sir.
And I urge you to wait until, because if the emergency meeting doesn't resolve the emergency situation, there will be a state of emergency in this country.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Yes.
But I cannot do without thanking Peter for having consistently. Aisha, Mama P, and all of us who have been saying that this is unacceptable.
Yes.
But I will say one last thing. Beyond voting, you must defend your votes.
Yes, sir.
Because we must stop voting for our enemies in this country.
Yes.
And nobody should be saying that we are only good for protest, that we are not good to be leaders.
Yes.
That's the reason I didn't want to come yesterday. I want the politicians who benefit from our activities to also participate, to also become activists themselves.
Yes.
Not that when we are done fighting, you will not tell us that go and sit down, you are activists. But when it is time to fight for a better country, you say go and fight. Let everybody come outside and fight.
Everybody.
Nobody is too old to fight. Because they are never too young to fight.
Yes.
They are also never too old to share national cake.
Yes.
So they should not be too old to also march in support of progress and peace and development. Oh wow, how did you know that? And that one was not AI.
It was no.
I don't think we are at the stage of optimism.
Yes.
We are here to force them to pass a law. It's not even a new law.
At all.
It's something that existed already that we are even complaining is inadequate for transparent elections.
Exactly.
The reason they are doing this is to ensure that they will not be able to lose the election which they are bound to lose.
Exactly.
I am surprised that the political party that already claimed that he has 31 governors is afraid of.
And more are still coming. What are they afraid of?
Yeah.
They said more are still coming.
But what we have told them is that you might have had 31 governors, but we have 200 million Nigerians.
Over 200.
And if you deduct 31 from 2 million, you can't even count it.
It's still 200 million.
So they know that they have reached the end of their game. Deceiving Nigerians, bringing about poverty, the highest level of insecurity in the history of this country. People are getting killed on a daily basis. Nigerians can't even wait till 2027, if you ask me.
It's too long, actually.
Yes.
We'll try.
And another rumor we are hearing is that they even want to do election in November.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, that's the latest rumor we are hearing.
Oh.
So that before you can prepare, they have already. But let them even do the election today, they will lose.
Okay.
That's the truth. We know all their games. And like I keep telling all of you, prepare to see the end of this political class.
Exactly. We are.
Nobody can reform them. Because some of the people who voted for the removal of this particular section of the Electoral Act, there were people who were with you deceptively in 2022 and 2023.
Yes.
The moment they entered into that evil chamber,
They switched.
they forget you, and that is why we must keep bonding together. We are doing this, and when you see us, it's not for the sake of protest alone that I'm here. We are here to prepare for the nearest future, because we have to shut this country down. There's no question about it. And you know I don't lie about it. I don't lie about my position. I don't believe that elections by themselves can resolve Nigeria's problem. It has to be an electoral revolution.
Yes, sir.
Or it has to be a revolution that brings about an election. You know, when they wanted to come to power in 2012, they relied on the action of 2012, Occupy Nigeria.
Exactly.
When there was a need for change in 2022, 2023, there was NSAS. We are due for a combination of 22.0 right now, because even the conditions that we are in now are even worse than led us in 2012 and NSAS. So thank you very much. Tinubu, Akpabio, now the rest of them will help us bring about a revolution in this country.
Yes. Go to ways. To the wall.
That's what I'm happy about. Because they cannot escape it. At all. You can imagine just a simple request to transmit election results
Electronically.
as it is happening.
They can't do it. Real time. Real time.
You know, I'm not even personally interested in transmission. I'm interested in electronic voting, where people can vote from their houses.
Exactly.
And the results will be reflected. It's not counting. It will be reflected as we are voting.
Yes, yes.
Because if you can send millions of naira from your phone, you should be able to vote on your phone. But I'm very sorry, these idiots, both in the National Assembly and the executive arm, they said even that is too much. Something that is obsolete in other countries.
Obsolete.
I was with other chairmen of parties, with the INEC chairman, and he told us that India has been doing electronic voting for years now.
More than 300 million registered voters in India.
Let me correct you. There are 900 million registered voters.
Imagine.
The results, the elections are conducted and nobody goes to
Real
court.
time.
Well, this is Shore addressing the protesters at the National Assembly environment today. And of course, you must have heard so much from his submission that it is actually possible to transmit electronically the results from the polling unit to a central server. Very possible. And we understand that the Senate has said they have done it. They have passed it. And people should just simply leave and go back to their houses. But are they solid evidence? Are they solid proof for people to hold on to? Are they solid? Are they solid evidence for people to hang on to as assurances?